The Last Honest Streamer, featuring Queso.
For whatever reason,
who do you guys think is the most honest streamer? I'm probably the most honest streamer, right? Who comes second? Who comes in second?
Loves the spectacle. The bigger it is, the louder it is. The more expensive it looks, the better it.
The most honest streamer? I would say, let's see. Burning Peanut? Maybe. Yeah, Queso is up there. Queso is up there. I think a lot of streamers, when you're streaming, you have to put on a act, right? If it's like people always say they want to watch a streamer that's like genuine and just be themselves, but what if being yourself is like boring and uninteresting? Do you still want to be yourself? You want to be as entertaining and as likable as possible, right? But if your real self is not that, you're gonna fake a persona. So that's the game, right? This is why it's so hard to find a combination where the streamer is very genuine and also extremely entertaining at the same time. And yep, and let's watch this video. Yep.
For whatever reason, the internet loves the spectacle. The bigger it is, the louder it is. The more expensive it looks, the better it performs. Look at the top of Twitch right now. It's flooded with million-dollar mansions, celebrity subathons, streamers.
Yeah, that's right.
Buying their 10th dream car.
Money makes money.
Everything seems to be built around the question, how much money can we burn on camera?
Yo, yeah, that's right. Mr. Beast, like Luckweek, like Speed, they all spend a lot of money in their content.
And then there's this guy.
I mean, if you're truly like a talented streamer, you don't have to spend that much money in your content. You can still go viral like constantly because you're just very entertaining, and people just like to watch you, and you're very likable, and just like naturally like charismatic. But not all people like that. So, not all people is like that. So, they have to spend some kind of money to make their content better. So, unfortunately,
Queso is interesting because on paper, he's doing almost everything wrong. His production quality is kind of garbage.
Queso, where did he come from? 200,000 viewers playing Fall Guys yesterday.
Yeah.
200,000 viewer? Concurrent viewer?
Wasn't even zoomed in or
holy shit.
Cropped.
His setup isn't designed to be some massive content machine. Half the time he's live, he's playing some random game most people have never even heard of.
Your costume sucks, kid.
I mean, when your entire job is getting people to watch you, you don't turn down a Mr. Beast video. But Queso did.
Queso did not respond to my message.
And somehow, despite doing the opposite of what the internet tells creators they're supposed to do, he's still one of the biggest streamers on the
planet. I think Queso he's just one of the kind, man. This is why I think a lot of time that success is not replicable. And everyone has their own path, but you have to believe you can be successful. It's like you sometimes you either just have it or you don't have it, and it's hard to fake that. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying, but
how does that?
That's what I'm trying to say.
The honest answer is that none of this should have worked.
Sometimes you if you have it, you have it. If you don't have it, doesn't matter how hard you try. That's a brutal truth about reality.
Because Queso's had the odds stacked against him since day one. Case Baker grew up in...
I mean, every streamer that has all stat against them since day one, right? It's just so hard to make it as a streamer nowadays.
Arkansas. His hometown has a population just...
Arkansas? Is it where...
Over 1,500. It's the kind of place where a new Walmart makes...
Oh, yeah, it's the origin of where Walmart came from.
It's the front page, and where the churches outnumber the stoplights. Towns like that don't have a lot going on. So, as a quiet kid, Case did what quiet kids in quiet towns have always done. He disappeared into a screen. In this case, a PlayStation. Call of Duty on repeat. And when YouTube started blowing up in the early 2010s, he was right there watching Nadeshot and the Optic guys build something that didn't exist a decade ago.
I think he's just a very simple, like, good kid. And
he watched gaming turn from a thing...
He never talked about controversial stuff, and he didn't have to fake a persona to gain attention. She just naturally have it.
Did after school into
as most people don't have
an actual career.
Well, how does this sound? Making a living and even a small fortune just playing video games.
The biggest names were clearing their parents' annual salaries in a single weekend. And after watching that, it became Case's dream job. The problem was, he knew the odds, especially in his situation. His Wi-Fi was barely good enough to even watch YouTube. Uploading to it or streaming on Twitch, forget it. So he buried it. He graduated high school, bounced between jobs, often working 2 at a time.
Yeah.
We'll
make this artwork.
Just to keep
it look kind of realistic.
Lights on. For 6 years. 6 years of clocking in somewhere he didn't want to be. 6 years of watching other guys his age blow up online doing the exact same thing he'd given up on. By the end of it, Case was broke, burnt out. He was one bad week away from walking into a recruiter's office and signing up for the military. Then his mom stepped in, and she asked him the question that
Yo, I watched one of his podcasts with a VTuber before, and he say what? He say word with his dad or something. That's yeah. He's just a very wholesome kid.
changed everything. Why not take a real shot at the whole streaming thing? What's the worst that happens?
Yeah, we make the right person famous, man.
Now, streaming is one of the most competitive jobs on the planet.
That's
and if
right.
you're like Case, trying
I think it's even more competitive than being a YouTuber.
to pursue it full time, you need to understand there's levels to this. Level 1, you can quit your job. Level 2, you're living large. And at level 3, you're the top 1% of the top 1%.
Yeah. Even level 1 is so hard. You have to average thing like I think 70 viewer to go full time, at least every single stream. Yeah,
Now,
Around
there's no
that.
direct translation
and you make like minimum wage.
from Twitch viewers to money. So for the sake of the example, we're gonna say you reach level 1 at around 100 viewers. Once you're there, you can take the leap to streaming full time, which getting there sounds totally reasonable. It's not.
That's like top. Yeah, maybe the top 5%. Yeah, they can do that. Top 5% of the streamer.
Somehow convincing 100 people to watch you live is brutal. In the past year, 18.4
It's so hard,
million
man.
people opened up Twitch and broadcasted live on the platform. I want you to guess how many of them actually made it to level 1. Seriously, throw a number out there.
5%.
The answer is 165,536.
This sounds like quite a lot.
That's less than 1%.
Oh shit, 1%. I thought it would be something like 5%.
For every person who gets to level 1, there's 100 that don't. Every big streamer you see today spent days, weeks, if not months, streaming to an audience of 0.
Yo, that is me. I used to stream to 0% for I think 1 year, 0 to 1.
See, for example, he
You
streamed to
kind of
just
do it some two nowadays too, but
5
okay, fine.
viewers for a year and a half before he ever made it.
5 viewers? He's grinding.
And I'm throwing all of these numbers
5 viewers a lot, man.
at you
That
for
is a
reason,
lot.
because without them, you wouldn't understand how truly insane what happens next is. You see, Queso hit level 1 in the first hour of his first ever stream, and he didn't just get lucky.
Hey, y'all came through deep from the top, man.
In the days before he went live for the first time, Queso was already laying the groundwork. He spent days filming and editing clips of him playing NBA 2K23.
That's good.
And on September 10th,
I think that's the easiest way to farm some viewer right now, like doing
2022,
shorts.
he-
Yeah,
he uploaded 22 videos to TikTok.
I don't do that anymore because I'm not good at making shorts. Also, I think making I prefer like making long form video.
The next morning, he woke up to over 10,000 followers and a comment section flooded with one question. So that night,
Yo.
he went live for the first time and the floodgates opened.
When I look down and I see
Should go viral on TikTok first, I think.
126 viewers, bro, I cannot believe it.
From that day on, he followed the same routine. Clock
Yo.
in at the 9 to 5, hit the second job, cut a few lawns, then come home and stream until he could
Oh, he still do the 9 to 5 job after he got like 100 plus a viewer.
keep his
That's
eyes
crazy.
open.
I don't want to go sleep, man. I don't want to go to work, man. I want another build, dog. All I want to do is make builds and play 2K forever. Why do I gotta go work?
After each stream, he'd find the best moments,
Exactly.
clip them, and fire them back onto TikTok. The
But I think most streamers they can't survive without a job.
loop
Yeah.
fed itself. Inside a week, he'd blow
Unless you're like still in college or you're still like maybe in high school or something, and you just what's the minimum age requirement to become to stream on Twitch? Maybe 13 years old? I don't know, man. I'm not sure.
past 100,000 TikTok followers. Every stream was pulling 500 plus
Nobody want to do a job, whether you are a streamer or not. No. Yeah, let's be real here. Most people they hate their day job.
concurrent viewers.
I don't hate my day job, but I don't enjoy it either. So I'm just like,
All the boss quit. This your life now, cuz? Dude,
Yo.
imagine.
And the number that actually mattered, he was making more money streaming at night than he was at his day job.
And no, y'all literally just donated more than I make in a week in one night. Bruh.
But Queso kept his head on straight. What shows up overnight can also disappear overnight. So before he quit his day job, he needed proof that this wasn't a fluke.
this story is so bizarre, man. This is like yeah. It's like most people who become like partner on stream, on Twitch in general, they grow like very slowly. They don't get to grow like exponentially like Queso. He's one of the kind.
So
He's an exception to the rule,
he
basically.
made a deal with his chat, hit 5,000 Twitch subs, and he'd quit his job.
This a day we're gonna remember forever, you feel me? This a day we gonna remember forever. You know I love y'all.
5,000 subs.
Man, thank you, bro. It's all y'all, you feel me? Thank you, man. Full-time queso in the building, and I'm laying in their mouth, too.
Within just a few weeks, it was a done deal. Case's fan base was new, but dedicated, and they wanted to see him pursue this thing full-time.
Like I said, I've been dreaming of wanting to, be a streamer, a content creator since I was 13 years old. I finally took the leap, bro. I finally took the
leap, bro.
And y'all came through for you, boy.
Yeah, he's a big dog now.
Real, y'all came through crazy.
Now, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows from here. His internet was still garbage, like genuinely bad. Streams
I think this is part of the appeal, right?
would lag.
Like when everyone is like throwing money doing this like super like big event every single stream like high and stuff. I'm not saying that's a bad thing to do, but it's a breath of fresh air when you see someone like Queso just sitting there having fun, being himself, playing game, and very entertaining too.
Or even just end because the connection bottomed out.
Do you see what I deal with?
And when you're trying to build an audience, that's the kiss of death. If your stream ends, they move on to the next. Eventually, numbers started slipping. For a couple months, it looked like maybe the whole thing was a fluke. Maybe the bubble had already popped.
Yeah, that's normal.
I seen the numbers.
Goes ups and down.
When I very first started, the hype was there because I first blew up. Had like 800 viewers every night. Then y'all seen it dip to like, 100, 150. I was like, I gotta do something different.
Keep going, quick boom, bro.
It's gonna go under.
Then he picked up a different game, Hogwarts Legacy. It was kind of a weird choice.
That's the worst feeling ever when you get like 800 viewer and you go down to 100 plus. And, I don't know, man. It
had a totally different audience from the 2K crowd he'd built, but Legacy. It was kind of a weird choice. It had a totally different audience from the 2K crowd.
When you got like 5 viewer and you go to 0, you don't feel that bad. Yeah, compared to having like, you still feel pretty bad though. But I'm not sure if it's worse than having 800 viewer and go back to 100 or something.
But he streamed it anyway, clipped a moment and posted it to TikTok.
I see the sun peeking through the window a little bit. Gotta make Hufflepuff proud, though. Hey, it is what it is, man.
That one video alone pulled in over 18 million views.
18 mil.
Just
that's
like
crazy.
that, he's back. Viewership climbs to 600. Keeps climbing.
Yeah, when you're a very entertaining person, you can do whatever you want, and people are still gonna watch you. You're still gonna be entertaining. That's a special gift from God, man.
Every week, another.
I hope I can have that, but.
Clip going viral. Another wave of new viewers funneling straight to the stream.
Woo! He's playing what, Hogwarts Legacy? Yeah.
The snowball was rolling again. By May 2023,
I don't know, you play that?
is averaging over 2,500
Hogwarts
viewers,
Legacy.
a legitimate name in streaming culture.
If you don't know who he is, you gotta be living under a rock.
And this is level 2. At level 2, you're starting to live large. You're in big boy money territory. At this point, you're not going to bed afraid the whole thing vanishes.
How much viewer you need to have to get to level 2? I mean, around 1K, something like that. Yo.
With over 2,500 average viewers, Queso was sitting somewhere just inside the top 1,000 streamers on Twitch.
Top 1,000.
Incredible by any measure, but remember, Twitch is stacked top heavy. And when I say top heavy, I mean
top 1,000 is crazy, man. How much viewer you need to average to get a top 1,000 ranking?
Average viewers.
I would guess maybe 500.
Queso was sitting somewhere just inside the top 1,000.
2K plus
streamers on Twitch.
That rank you around 1,000
by any measure, but remember, Twitch is stacked top heavy. And when I say top heavy, I mean it. At any given moment, there are about 3 million users on
what? 2 million. Okay,
Twitch watching content.
Sorry,
when
sir.
you break
I thought that's what Queso averaging like. Okay,
and the viewer distribution by channel rank, the picture gets pretty clear. Out of the millions of channels on the platform, the top 250 pull over half the viewership. That's the difference between level 2 and level 3. While it seems like the easiest jump on the ladder here, it's actually the difference of channels on the platform. The top 250 pull over half the viewership.
Top 250 pull over half of you. I would say this is what. Yeah, it's hard to believe that, but. This is what happened in every single industry too. Winner kind of monopolize the market. I'm not saying this is right or wrong, but this is how things really is. Most people that are on this platform, they watch just a handful of streamer, which is like big. But they have like social proof, and also imagine if you're a new viewer, why would you want to watch somebody who is like having a few viewer, 20 or 20 to 30 viewers when you can watch somebody who is like who's averaging like, I don't know, 10,000 viewers, because they have social proof to show that they are more entertaining, right? So you don't want to waste your time, right? That's just human nature. It's the same. This is the same on YouTube too. You tend to want to watch a video which has like higher view, and you judge the video based on that.
That's the difference between level 2 and
the value of the video based on that.
Level 3. While it seems like the easiest jump on the ladder here, it's actually the most difficult. There's a specific blueprint nearly every streamer has followed to make this jump. Here, I'll break it down.
Streamer blueprint. I need that.
What you're looking at right now is 5 of the biggest streamers on the planet. Each at the moment they were
streamer
averaging
blueprint.
exactly 2,500 viewers. Pay attention to the setups. None of them are exciting. The rooms are pretty basic. The camera quality kind of sucks.
Also, it's not that important as people think.
There's no
right?
production value. They look like what they are. Just guys streaming from their bedrooms. Now fast forward to when those same streamers are pulling 10,000 viewers a night. Everything's changed. The lighting's dialed in. The cameras are crisp. The rooms look intentional. This is the
Really? It's not. Yeah, I think Asmongo's still streaming a pretty humble setup.
blueprint kicking in.
Right.
And it all starts with one realization. At this
Ninja is the streamer that he's talking about right here. Wow, Ninja got one of the best like setup in the entire industry, man.
look intentional.
After he got collab with he collab with the Drake. Yeah, that's a cultural moment. And I think the single stream is averaging at 1 million concurrent viewer. And yeah.
This is the blueprint kicking in. And it all starts with one realization. At this level, streaming isn't just a job anymore. It's a business. And like a business, the goal is to make as much money as possible. The internet, for whatever reason, craves a spectacle. And the spectacle game is pretty easy to play. You've kind of just got to spend money to make money. The setup is just the start.
Spend money to make money.
Next comes the move to LA. Buy the mansion, drop the I just bought my dream car video. Hire a dozen editors to pump out clips around the clock. By the time you're clearing 50,000 viewers, it turns into an optimization race. Every stream, every upload, every second of content is engineered to milk the cash cow. The longer
engineered to milk the cash cow
you stand at the top, the more efficient it becomes. And weirdly, the more the internet praises you for it. But the spectacle only works if people are still looking. Relevancy is the whole game. The second your numbers dip...
I think you want to be relevant at long term. And you want to play the long game. You don't want to just, you know... I mean... Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but... become the kind of streamer who just know how to capture like short-term attention instead of the long-term one.
The money goes with it.
I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
You're forced to stay visible. You hit the podcast circuit, impulsive on Monday and blank on Thursday. You show up to every mainstream streamer event. You become a permanent fixture in the conversation because the conversation is the product. And the fastest way to stay in the conversation is to stand next to someone bigger than you. Take those same 5 streamers and pull up their biggest streams of all time. Ninja.
I mean, that's the game, right? That's the game. Nobody can succeed alone unless you are like, one of a kind as a streamer. I'm talking about.
Fortnite with Drake, Hayden Ross, the Donald Trump interview, Kai Cenat, the LeBron stream.
That's the game because, you know, if you collab with a streamer that other people love, a lot of like the Twitch viewer, their audience, they are kind of overlap. So a lot of streamers, they actually share the same audience as other streamer. So if you collab with the other streamer that a lot of people like, they will kind of watch you too when their favorite streamer is not online. So yep, that's part of the game.
That pulled over 1 million concurrent viewers.
Yo,
that's the blueprint. I'm not necessarily saying it's bulletproof or guaranteed, but it's the safe route. Every streamer who's made it to the top 250 has run some version of that exact playbook based on constant evolution. But Queso ignored this approach.
It's easier said than done, you know?
Together.
Everybody know the game and everybody can have the blueprint, but how many people can pull that off? It's not about the plan sometimes, it's about how you execute it. That's kind of...
His strategy is quite literally the opposite in just about every possible sense.
Yo.
The last time we talked about Queso, he was fresh off of Hogwarts, averaging 2,500 viewers.
2,500, that's insane, man.
So let's run that same comparison from earlier and fast forward to when he's at 10,000. Not much has changed. I mean, sure, he did buy a new house, but he moved from a trap house...
He bought a new house? I don't know about that.
...to a trailer just across town. Either way, at the end of the day, his computer monitor is still being held up with a vacuum cleaner.
If I don't have the vacuum
cleaner
holding up...
That's extremely relatable.
...the back of the monitor, it'll fall over. And then back here are my PCs. can tell they're being held up by books as well.
And the camera quality
Yo.
seems to somehow have gotten worse.
That's part of the brand.
Chat, my stream quality is
I don't know use the word brand because it's kind of like make it sound unauthentic.
actually so
I think it's generally don't care.
crispy. It looks like it's in 4K.
Since Hogwarts, he's continued to stream 4 to 6 nights a week. Same time, same chat, rotating through whatever random games he feels like. Supermarket Simulator, Granny, Dress to Impress.
What is this?
I think now he's only playing like indie game now, or indie horror game. A lot of now.
Why
You don't do other stuff, which
is
is
on my
like
front page?
Dress to Impress.
Playing it.
Games a normal person wouldn't think to stream. But then you watch for 5 minutes and you start to get it.
This is the funniest dude.
Queso, where'd he come from? 200,000 viewers playing Fall
Welcome in,
Guys
welcome in.
yesterday.
Because the game isn't the point. The chat isn't there for the games. They're there to watch him fall out of his chair for the 10th time this month and narrate it like he's describing a car accident.
Yo, that almost killed me. Oh! Yo! Chat! The chair is dead, dude!
To watch him get jump scared by a horror game and scream at a volume that blows out the mic. And that's why it worked. By January of 2024, Queso was averaging over 50,000 concurrent
50,000
viewers every single night, making him
every single night.
the number 3 ranked streamer on all of Twitch.
Wow. Oh shit. I think yeah,
Number 3 ranked
the streamer that's
on all
around
of Twitch.
that's around the top 10. They're all doing some kind of like big event and stuff a lot, right? Like Kadro is one of them. Jingzi is like top 2, right? Who is top 1? Probably Peanut or something. I'm not sure.
Like my
Yo.
mind is weird. Like in my mind, I still don't have the thought of like I still made it. Yeah, because in my mind, I feel like if I have that thought and tell myself that I made it, you don't want to get like lazy. It's gonna go downhill. Yeah, you know
Yes, that's right.
what I mean?
By every metric the industry actually
You don't get like comfy.
uses, Queso is underperforming. He's leaving growth on the table at every possible turn. He doesn't invest in new setups, he doesn't upgrade his gear, and has no real plan to optimize himself. Every analyst
Because it's not important.
will tell you he could be twice the size he is if he just ran the playbook like everyone else.
There's a lot of streamer on this platform that like fancy like setup and stuff, and they don't get a lot of viewer.
And honestly, they're
So-
probably right. But here's the thing.
But there's still a lot of streamer on this platform that they have like the best setup ever, and they also get a lot of viewer. But the point is, it's not that important.
Queso never looked at any of that and felt like he was losing something. Buying a house in the hills, pulling up in a supercar, collecting all the things that say you've made it. None of that ever
He's gonna be making so much money now.
seemed to be important to him.
Probably at 2-3 mil
And
right
there's
now.
nothing wrong with wanting
2-3 mil per month, I would say. My safe estimate,
those things.
something like that.
A lot of creators go in with exactly that goal in mind. But Queso sits in this rare
Probably that, probably
category
that.
of someone who actually reached the I made it moment and genuinely doesn't want it.
It was never about like being huge, just like because it didn't matter the money. You know, I just wanted to do what I loved for a living. I could
Me too,
be,
man.
you know, pinching pennies to make it, but as long as I get to stream every day instead of go to work, I was cool with that. You know?
But to be clear, it's not like he's allergic to money. He's the number 3 streamer on Twitch. The guy is doing
Wow, he's probably streaming in cash, man.
just
Holy
fine.
shit.
But there's a
He makes so much
difference
money.
between making money and squeezing every last cent out of your audience. He's never done any kind of subathon. He doesn't say yes to every brand that comes knocking, and he
Scissors
doesn't
Pizza.
manufacture drama to give the numbers a little
I'm
bit.
actually in his Discord server because I want to learn about, Discord stuff. And he hosts a Scissors event. And I don't know, man. Some funds like I don't know what the event is about,
He
but
sees it. You can't leave money on the table if it was never what you
probably it's about I don't know, man. Whatever. Why am I talking about it?
sat down for.
Whatever.
Some of my most favorite jobs I ever had were the jobs where I was making pennies. Yo, I'm not even finna lie to
You have a favorite job? Yeah.
I think y'all just
You're blessed,
donated more than my week's paycheck in one night. I'm talking about sitting in the parking lot of the dollar store, having to call my mom, be like, hey, can you spot me $50 for food for the rest of the week? But you know what? I was happy. Like, if I could turn this into something,
Oh, I think people like him a lot because one of the reasons they like him is because he's just very
all
humble.
every day, that'd be a dream come true. Yeah, I was broke.
It's important to be like very confident and charismatic and very entertaining when you're streaming, but yeah, I think humbleness kind of trump that.
But it was alright.
When you're very like skillful and you're very how do I say this? You want to be entertaining but not like boastful and arrogant.
Because the job was
And it's a very hard thing to balance though when you're streaming.
Dude, I'm not worried about Twitch ad revenue. I would rather people have a good viewing experience than make an extra, whatever a month.
Yep. He's
So
already
that's
rich.
the money half of the blueprint. The mansion, the supercar, the optimization strategy. But the blueprint isn't only about money. The other half of the blueprint is relevancy. The streaming world has a short memory. And
Why is that? Do collapse, borrow attention. Bigger streams often comes from bigger names.
The other half of the blueprint is
that's what I'm doing right now.
relevancy. The
To borrow some attention.
streaming world has a short memory. And the way you fight that is by staying in the conversation.
Yeah, he just exposed my game, man. This guy know what he's talking about.
Podcasts, events,
It's
collabs,
good.
it all comes down to the same idea. Stand next to someone bigger than you, and you get to share some of their spotlight. Well, if you
But the thing is, how do you stand beside someone that's bigger than you in the first place? You have to make it yourself first, right? That's the thing he's not mentioning. Yeah, that's he's missing. You have to do the hard work yourself.
thought he was
Up is down.
underperforming on the money side of the blueprint,
What's up,
just
Beckham?
listen to this. In 3 years, is one of the biggest streamers on the planet.
If you're not, if you do not, I mean, if you do not have the skill set yourself to be entertaining by doing your own solo stream, do you think you can stand beside Mr. Beast one day? Not really. I don't think so. Yeah.
He's done exactly one traditional collab.
So I wouldn't. Yeah, that's like step by step to this game.
Jinxie.
What's the furthest you've ever traveled?
If you're a boring and uninteresting person, doesn't matter where you stand. Beside who's beside you, doesn't really matter. Fuck, yeah, my brain stopped working.
Florida. Then that was one time to go to Jinxie's house.
And that collab
You'll still be boring. Mr. Beast, if you're in the Mr. Beast video, you'll still be an NPC, bro. If you're boring.
is almost word for
Yeah,
word.
I'm probably NPC.
The only existing footage of Queso outside of his own house.
My friend brought this up yesterday to me when we were chilling.
Damn.
He said
How much he weigh?
it's crazy that Jinxie is literally has the only recorded footage of me outside of my own stream setup. Like he's the only one that's got me out of my room.
Matter of fact, it was the first time he'd ever left the state he was born in.
So this is the first time you've ever been out of like Florida or out of Arkansas? Wow.
Up Arkansas.
So I don't know. I'll be getting homesick. I get away from home for too long. I'm just, man, I don't know.
Over the last
He's just a nice kid.
3 years, Queso has won 5 different awards.
And the streamer award goes to
Queso.
He never went to any of this streamer award though.
He hasn't shown up to a single one in person.
Yeah, he just don't care. Like,
Did you? Oh yeah, I talked to him. Yeah, I can't even go on a Mr. Beast video due to fear of airplanes. Ain't that bad, chat?
he's afraid of like what going to
According to the
airplane.
blueprint, all of
That's-
those things
yeah.
just come with the territory of being in the
I mean, if you already make it, doesn't really matter. The award is just like the icing on the cake.
top 1%.
Yep, the strawberry on the cake.
But Queso is avoiding all of it.
When I was changing setups to go from the trap house into the trailer, I was literally a mental wreck for like a week straight. Because I don't know if anybody else has this, but dude, I have like some form of horrific OCD that I've had for years, that if something even minor changes, I'm gonna die.
You see, OCD is one of the most misunderstood conditions.
So
out
okay, so I have OCD.
People hear the
Really?
word and picture someone who just likes things clean and organized. And while that can be a part of it, that's not exactly what it is. At its core,
It's OCD. I never know that.
OCD is anxiety.
I don't know.
Okay, so moving into a new house meant moving into an environment that was full of variables his brain hadn't had the chance to map out yet.
Like when I take my hat off and put it on the
People like Queso because he's just he has a pure soul.
counter.
He's like the Greek god X. Yeah, if you're old Twitch user, you know who I'm talking about. Greek god X is around. He's at the he's at the soda popping era. Yeah, so
Same spot every night. If it goes in a different spot, I'm dead.
Everything becomes unpredictable. And for
I think Greek god X kind of like fall off a little bit after he lose a lot of weight. And one of the reason Queso is famous is because he's fat, right? And it's just a very natural thing to make fun of the fat kid, like and it's unharmed, it's funny, and if you're like really fat, everything you do it'll be extra funny.
Spot every night.
That's not a very political correct thing to say, but you
If
know.
it goes in a different spot, I'm dead.
Everything becomes unpredictable, and for someone with OCD, an unpredictable environment
OCD.
is one thing that can't be controlled. Each unknown stacks on top of the last until his brain is sent into overdrive.
Chay, here's some lore for you. Every time I would leave to work in the morning, I would go outside my house, and I would have to check that my doorknob was locked
Fat people are funny in general.
37 times.
Not all though, but yeah.
I would have to start my drive to work, take a block back around to my house, and check it another
Maybe I'm wrong.
11 times. And then I could go to work.
Which explains why his setup has barely changed over the years. It's one of the places where his brain already knows the answer.
What is this? What was it? What's it
That's why
watching
his setup has
here?
barely changed over the years. It's one of the places where his brain already knows the answers to all the questions. It's his rules at his pace, all in an environment that makes him most comfortable. But that need for predictability doesn't stay contained to his house. It follows him everywhere.
I went out in public
He
3
just looked very cute, man.
times in a row. I got recognized all 3 times. I never went outside.
You feel good just looking at his like yeah. But I'm sure he has a really good personality
Again,
too.
bro.
Yeah.
Like some people, bro, came up like, hey,
But he has a very like likable look.
yo, can I
You know?
get a picture? Everybody started looking. I'm like, oh, man, dude, I was about to pass out, man.
Outside of
Yo,
that room, he controls nothing. Who's around him, how they got there, whether someone grabs his shoulder before he sees it coming. None of it is up to him.
I don't go out in public. I don't. Never.
When he's at home, it's easier to manage because, well, he's in his own house. But in public, there's no way to make the unknown stop. It's not only uncomfortable, but also insanely overwhelming.
You would have a better chance of actually winning the Powerball lottery than ever seeing me in public. That's how rare it is. No joke.
The blueprint says the path forward revolves around
so is he an introvert or
a
something?
constant
Yeah.
state of evolution. The more you change, the newer things are, the more excited people are to watch. But for Queso, that path has never really been accessible the same way it is for everyone else.
Oh, I think people want him to stay the same way, man. Always. They love their. If it's the thing that make you wire at the same place at the first place, right? Why would you change that? Doesn't really make sense.
And yet, here he is.
Literally almost 1,000 away from Timmy.
I mean, people love you because of because of your humble beginning, and you're acting like very humbly. You don't have nothing when you're just starting, right? And you're very grateful for what you have, and you're just trying your best, trying to make it, and people like the version of you the best. So if you try to change it, some people might not like it, and there's not a lot of big streamers that can transition through that phase though. I would say, is Speed a good example? I'm not sure. So
Say it ain't so.
Kaisernet is a good example. Yeah. Doesn't really matter like how much money Kaisernet put into his content. He's still Kaisernet at the end of the day, right? He's still very charismatic and very entertaining.
This is a moment in history. No,
No amount of money can change that. Money is just an amplifier. It's not a deciding factor, I would say. Yeah.
this is a moment
Yo.
in history.
Behind everything, the awards, the numbers, the journey from a rice mill to the number 3 spot on
When
Twitch,
is it going to upgrade his setup? I'm wondering.
almost nothing has actually changed.
Like trim off his beard or something, maybe.
Definitely gonna do this full time. Hey, I hope so.
Buy a better outfit.
CJ,
Is he gonna do that?
Come true for you, boy, man. Maybe my parents don't have to work no more either. That'd be a dream come true too, bro.
He's been
He's a good kid,
grounded
man.
in the fact that streaming was never about being the very best.
If he changed his camera to 4K camera, I think some people would just unfollow him. Yeah.
It was always about building a life worth living
Yo.
for himself and for the people he loves.
So
Wait, Mom, we're about to hit 10 million. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Oh my goodness.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. We about to hit 10 million.
woo! You do a cooking stream for 1 million subs, right?
No way we're actually about to hit it.
10 million subs.
10 million, baby.
Woo!
Let's go.
Let's go!
10 million on YouTube.
His mom was there before any of
10 mil.
this made sense.
Not a lot of creator can grow to the level, man.
There'll be some balloons in here.
There's some Corey S. Kenshin and Markiplier level, like Jacksepticeye level. Yeah.
Yo, she brought me
Like
some balloons.
creator level wise.
Get a pose in there with it.
Woo! It's just so wholesome.
Before all of the awards and money, before tens of thousands of people were
We make the right people famous.
waiting for him to go live, she was the only one who pushed him to try streaming in the first place.
That's a dadgum diamond play button. You've had had this? What?
Oh, they send the diamond plate button before you hit a 10 million subscriber?
It wouldn't be possible
That is crazy.
without y'all, Chad. And you know who else it wouldn't be
I thought they would send it before you after you reach it, but
possible
guess I'm
without?
wrong.
My mom. Come stand.
If you're 9 point, imagine you are 9.7 million a subscriber and you stop doing YouTube video, you know, and yeah, and you get a diamond plate and you get a diamond button and you never show it. You just, you know,
in front of the camera.
they'll be
Look at that.
they'll be kind of funny.
And his dad, the man who spent his whole life doing the kind of work nobody claps for.
My dad, for example, like, dude,
His whole life
That is that. I never seen his dad.
doing the kind of work
it's a
nobody
mystery.
claps for.
my dad, for example, like, dude, his whole life just working. He's had multiple back surgeries, multiple wrist surgeries, multiple foot surgeries, all from just working his whole life.
The man he watched and worked alongside with do it with no complaints.
I worked with my dad. We were both maintenance men. Maintenance ain't easy work. You know, you're crawling under sinks, you're changing faucets, you're crawling up in attics, you know, all that, just nasty.
The same man that taught him how to work was eventually the one who told him to quit his regular job and do what he loved.
I remember the night we hit 5,000. I was like, all right, tomorrow I'm going to call my boss. I remember I got him to call
5,000 subs.
because I was scared. Like, hey, boss, you know, I'm playing video games for a living.
This is very inspiring.
But it'd sound better coming from my dad because, you know, my dad was essentially like his right-hand man.
Yep.
But yeah.
So when streaming became a reality, he made
Oh, he still worked with his dad before he go full-time on streaming?
sure that the two people who spent their lives building
Yo.
him up never had to work again.
What has been like the most fulfilling thing that you've run into in your career?
Just that everybody gets to chill.
The most
Okay, I already watched this podcast. This is one of the... Yeah, I don't think Queso do any podcast at all. He did the Jing Z podcast, and this is he don't do podcast at all. He probably only do like 3 podcasts in his career.
yeah.
And they
Something
have to
like
get
that.
away from the jobs they hate.
This
and
VTuber probably know him in real life or something.
everything like that, and we could all just
How can he pull off Queso?
chill and do this.
Always.
That's the best thing. I was gonna say they're retired because you know they don't want to just chill and do nothing. They do a lot of stuff for me. Like
Damn,
my
bro.
dad, if I need something to go get
I think Burning Peanut is pretty general too.
it or
compared to
something, he goes and gets it. My mom handles
He's at the same category as Queso.
all the background.
A very like kind of, I think Peanut basically just used a very like an IG filter or something for his avatar. Is a very like corny like avatar, but it really doesn't matter if you're entertaining. You can do whatever.
If you ask Case, that's the whole story right there. In a world where overnight success has a way of quietly hollowing people out, Queso never let any of it change him.
The only thing I want to be is a place for people to go for 4 hours a night, forget about life, you know,
Yo.
crack some jokes, you know, have a good time, and just chill out.
And that's why this story isn't over. Queso has already crossed the line that mattered the most. He turned his dream into real life. He helped his family stop working. He became the place he always wanted to be for others. So whatever happens next is just the icing on the cake.
Ooh.
I've been dreaming of this since I was a kid, bro. Y'all for real low key making dreams. Y'all for
Happy.
low key making dreams come true, bro.